Front Row Promotions, supporting and promoting musicians around the globe.
Hey, welcome to Front Row Promotions. I am your host, Lisa Melchert, coming to you live in the Front Row Promotions house. I just wanted to let you know who's our guest for tonight. Our guest for tonight is Curtain Call Records recording artist, Project Mayhem AD. They are a 5-piece new metal groove thrash band from Oakland, California. Bay Area sensation that combines high energy performances with captivating visuals, as using the UV black light, where they put on makeup and contact lenses that glow in the dark. That should be very cool. They set the mesmerizing stage for the mesmerizing atmosphere. That's what I'm trying to say. I get too excited. Their dynamic shows push creative boundaries and then making them stand out, making them a standout act in local music scene. Without further ado, please let's welcome Project Mayhem AD. Yay! Let's add them to the show. All right. Hi guys.
Right off the bat. Cat.
How are you all doing? I'm sorry I got tongue tied there.
Sorry, that was my cat.
So welcome to Front Row Promotions. How are you all doing?
Great.
Doing great.
How about you?
Yeah.
I'm doing good, thank you.
Yes, thank you for having us.
Good.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. So I usually start the show off. I always ask what the band's name, and I got to hear some feedback on it. Where did you?
Who's going to go first?
Yeah.
Well, go ahead, Larry. Go ahead, Larry. If she asked what the band name is.
Project Mayhem.
Yeah.
What happened was, I was in the kitchen and I was making some gumbo, and I was mixing in all the ingredients of all that's heavy. And when I looked into the smoke, out came Project Mayhem. So I was like, why not? Why not take it all the way? Yeah, Project Mayhem is it's 3 out of the 5 band members came from a band called his name is Robert Paulson. And so when we formed this band, it was a rollover project, and we just kept rolling with it. Once we got Todd and Colin and finished the family, it just became its own monster. Project Mayhem, that's us. AD.
I like
the
it.
AD, after death.
After death. I was going to ask you what that was for. Okay, so now I got it.
After the death of Robert Paulson, basically.
Oh, okay.
And if you know anything about the Fight Club movie, Project Mayhem really happened after the death of Robert Paulson, is when they kicked Project Mayhem into full gear in the Fight Club movie.
Oh, okay. That's cool. I love that. So you guys are from Oakland, California. So how's it out there?
It's good, man. A lot of that's like, I don't know, I want to say one of the thrash capitals of the world, and a lot of thrash bands come out of the Bay Area. So
nice.
We feel pretty honored to be a part of it and to be coming out of this area.
Very cool. So how long, I know you said it was a project before and everything, but so how long have you guys been together?
We just celebrated 1 year from our first performance.
Awesome.
Yeah, the 25th of March was our first show, 2023.
Nice.
So we just celebrated 1 year.
Awesome. Congratulations, guys. Awesome.
Yeah.
So
We
yeah,
got
like how
together a
did
little
you
before that, but yeah, we've been playing the shows for a year now. Yeah.
awesome. So how did you meet one another?
We'll start that with Larry because Larry and Ruby are like the part of the founding members.
Larry's such a good talker. I'm more like the silent leader. I don't really speak up unless I have to. So Larry, take it away.
What's up, Colin? Yeah, what happened was, like we've already mentioned, after Robert Paulson came to an end, me and Ruby, after spending a year maybe apart, ran into each other at the club, and we thought, hey, let's try to get this going again. She was like, I'm down. And so we went to the studio, set up her drum set. I set up my guitar cabs. We started throwing some riffs back and forth, just jamming away. And then Dwayne followed shortly after that. And then we started putting in auditions for bass players and singers. And after about 2 or 3 auditions for bass, we landed Colin. And after 1 or 2 rehearsals, we all had a little powwow and decided he's the one. And he's been with us ever since. And then after about 2 or 3 vocal tryouts, Todd showed up, and it was hands down, he's the man. And so it began. And like Todd just mentioned, it happened a little before our 1-year anniversary, of course, because we had to get some practicing in before we could actually take it to the stage. So it was probably about 3 or 4 months, maybe a little longer, before that first performance. So I would say the end of 2022 is when it actually started. And then after some rehearsing and working on this demo that we finally went and recorded a little later, 2023, from our birth date, our first show. Ruby's showing it in her screen right now. It's called In Death One Has a Name. Yep. And that's featuring everybody that you see now.
Awesome.
Very, very good. Is it there?
I think 3 months after we formed, Larry was like, man, we got some magic. He goes, I want to hit the studio now. And we were all like, yeah, we're ready. So we went in probably 3 months later and recorded that whole 9-song demo album.
I gotcha.
We still call it a demo.
All right. So I saw that you write songs about movies that relate to the world. Oh, we have someone. Someone's popping in.
Yes.
Hang on.
That's Dwayne.
Hi, Dwayne. How
What's
are
up,
you?
Dwayne?
What's up, everyone?
Welcome.
There's the Hellraiser himself.
He's the other guitar player right there.
Mm-hmm. Welcome to the show, Dwayne.
Well, thanks for having me.
You're welcome. So, the question was, you write about songs that relate to movies, the movies that relate to the world.
Correct.
Basically.
Yes.
Yep. I try to take whatever movie they give me, and I try to watch the movie and then write lyrics about that kind of relate to the real world or where we don't want to end up. You know what I mean? Like Mad Max, how they're fighting over water and oil, and it's kind of like a barren wasteland. So try to relate that, like, hey, if we're not careful, we could end up like that. So we try to still make everything relatable, and then use sample from the movies. I watch the movies, and we all pick out lines and stuff that are like the lines we feel stand out in the movies, and we try to put those into the songs and build stuff off of that.
Awesome. So if you had to describe in 1 or 2 words or so what your music sounds like, well, I'm going to play a video in a little bit, so we'll just do that. But you can go around and describe. We lost somebody. We lost Dwayne, I think. Yeah. Like, what does your song means to you? Your like, how would you describe your music?
Like imagine that we came kind of from the future, from a toxic wasteland, like humans destroyed the planet. So that's kind of where we trying to write about, like, hey, this is what can, what not to do, or just to try to get your aggression out. So when we play live, people can go there, let all that out, and they can feel better after leaving the show.
Absolutely. Leave all your worries behind, drop them off at the door, and get in there and just have a good old time.
Yeah.
So
Let them get all their aggressions out. Anything that upsets them about the world, they can scream it with us, and then feel much better and go, oh man, I feel really good because I got all that off my chest.
Absolutely. I'm one for being in, of course, the front row, and I love jamming and whipping my head around and my hair flying all over the place. I love doing that. Yeah. So your writing process, do you all collaborate together, or is just one person in the band mainly does the writing?
Basically, the guitar.
We all collaborate.
Dwayne.
They're basically riffs. They're riffs without everybody's input. And then once everyone's put their input, then they become songs. So, yeah, there's no one person running the show. We each have our input. We each play our instruments. And, yeah.
Collins bring riffs in, Dwayne will bring riffs in, Ruby does, I bring riffs in, Larry does, and we just, like you said, we use those riffs to write the song, and then it all becomes a song with everybody's input.
Are you a musician yourself? Do you play an instrument?
Oh, do I? No, I wish I could. I would love to play guitar. Excuse me. I would love to sing, but no, no, I don't.
I mean, I guess I can emphasize a little bit on how we do arrangements and how songwriting comes up in this band. Obviously, you have a guitar section that'll come in. You have a couple riffs, like Larry said. Riffs, a good riff will always stick out. You know when you hear a really good guitar.
Why do I have them in place?
Is it scratchy?
No.
So I was saying, when we hear a good riff, you get the goosebumps and you're like, oh, that's a good part, where you need to find a way to put that in. Now, when we do that, I'm a very open-minded drummer. I'm a sort of bandmate that I don't really want someone to tell me how to play my instrument, but nonetheless, I'm still open-minded enough to look at, hey, the realm of possibilities, let's have fun with it. Let's try a different tempo.
Yes.
Let's try something that maybe just gives it a little bit different vibe. Just because I'm the drummer doesn't mean I'm going to say this is how it has to be, because I think that's part of being in a band and working together with that open communication, is hearing each other out and understanding that, hey, you know what, multiple minds can create good things. And this isn't a solo act. So when I say that, Larry brings riffs, Todd, everyone plays a stringed instrument in this band, which is a great thing to have moving forward, because we communicate. And I can't emphasize how powerful communication can be, especially when you have that respect and appreciation for each other when it comes to being a musician. So our songwriting arrangements, there's always that asking. I'll ask the guys, tell me how you feel about it. Do you like that tempo? Do we want to play it different? Do we feel it's going? Can it be heavier? All those things are, beautiful, fun shit to get into in music. And that's part of, being a drummer. I've heard some, I'm not saying I'm the best drummer. I don't think I'll ever say that, because I just don't believe in self-made accolades. Let others say what they're going to say about you.
That's good. That's good.
So we're very collaborative. We're very I love how we write in this band. And the new stuff, all I can say for people who have heard our current music, it's a raw, aggressive album, but just wait till you all hear what I'm calling the new songs, because they're not recorded yet, but these are fun songs to play. And
absolutely.
and oh my God, that's so important, you know, when it comes to that. And everyone is a great musician, and that's so important too. You know, it makes it easy. If I can say
Sure,
that, you know, makes my
sure
job
does.
easier. Sure makes my job
Absolutely.
easier.
Absolutely. When you communicate with each other and you know what sound you want to put together and how you want it to come across to people,
Absolutely.
means all the world. Like I watched a few videos. I listened to all your songs, and I love how it has like a change to it. Like you'll hear every aspect of every instrument, and then it takes a turn. It does this and it has so many different sounds to it, and it sounds really, really cool. Um, I'm so excited. I'm just trying to think of what my next question is. So when you um, all right, tell us about the lines that you use from the movies that stand out from your songs that relate to life, society, what's going in the world. Like what do you pick? How do you pick the lines that you want to use for your songs?
Like I don't know, I just listen to it, and the ones that stand out, the ones I think people don't understand, like on the Mad Max, the intro to the album is talking about water. You know, how everybody can lose their minds if we don't have no water, and then people start fighting over water like oil and gas. So it's just, you know, be mindful to the earth, respect Mother Nature, so she'll keep giving us water. So I try to use that in the song. You know how it talks about the water, and then everybody's fighting over oil and gas.
That's true. I see what you're saying there. Like, how would you feel like something we take for granted if you didn't have it, and then if anything was altered with it, then then how it would be, how it could turn out to be. Yeah, I see how you're saying there.
And like one of the new songs we have, we're calling it Goonies. It's a new song, and I put the part where Fratelli Brothers in jail, and he's hung, and it says, "You really have me soon enough to kill myself." So that part is going to be the intro to the song, because it's about how One-Eyed Willie ended up blowing up the caverns and trapped everybody inside to save his gold, but inadvertently he kills everybody. So he basically commits suicide to save the gold, but then nobody can have the gold. Like, what's the point of killing everybody, right?
Right.
So I try to relate that to the world. Don't want to kill yourself, because it's kind of, it's pointless. There's other ways to go about than
to go around it. Yeah, to go about it. So,
hey,
well,
you
guys are hearing it live. You're hearing it here right now. I didn't even know. I didn't even know about One-Eyed Willie, and I'm in the band. You guys, I didn't even know about One-Eyed Willie.
You need to watch Goonies,
I've been watching the
Larry.
videos.
You need to see the Goonies,
songs, dude. I've been watching the videos, and I'm going through everything in them. I'm gonna put Baby Ruth in there at one part. Hey, you guys, baby Ruth at the end of the song. People are like, Baby Ruth, I know that line.
Oh shit.
Oh my goodness. Well, I'd like to take the time at this moment to play your video. I'm gonna play let me see, let me pull it up. This one right here. Stay tuned. All right, so I'm gonna play the video, just hang tight.
Cool.
If it'll play. Here we go.
Violence
All right, that sounded pretty good.
Cool, thank you. And
Awesome.
and now we have more black lights. We have more black light makeup. So that was that was our very first show. I mean, that was our
Awesome.
very first show ever we played together. So the venues didn't
That's my
get
next
when we were
question.
Isn't that crazy?
when we were telling them to turn all the lights off, they didn't get it yet. So but now all the venues turning all the lights off. We have more black lights. Everybody's doing more black light stuff. So
I love that. I love the black light. I have it in my room, and I love the stuff that glows. You know, so you wear the contacts. You all have the contacts and the clothing and the makeup. That sounds cool. Now, does people dress like that when they come see you?
Well, that's what we're trying to. That's what we're starting to try to get them involved. But they're starting to, like, all of our merch glows in the dark. Colin's friend Daphne is going to come to the shows, and she's going to start doing, you know, face painting and stuff. We'll have, you know, black light makeup for the fans that can pay like $5 or $10 and do like lightning bolts as a, you know, thing, or just do stuff to get them involved. Could you imagine a wall of glowing death, like Larry said? That would just be intense. A whole both sides glowing and running towards each other. That would be cool.
That would be so cool.
It's like it's like a giant rave at a thrash metal show.
Oh my God, yes. That would be so cool.
But like a lot of new metal bands were doing the makeup, like Mudvayne does makeup every show, and it brings it to a whole nother level, you know. So
yeah, absolutely. Oh my goodness. I can just imagine the feel of being there and having all that on and running around.
Like this guy from the last show, he came up and he was like, "Oh my God," he goes, "I heard the music," and I was like, "This music is really good." And then he goes, "When I opened the door," he goes, "I was so mesmerized by what I was seeing." He goes, "I could not take my eyes off of it." And he told everyone in the band this separately. He was just so blown away. It was pretty cool.
Awesome. I was thinking maybe like on your merch table, maybe sell some of the glow in the dark kind of paint, like body paint or something.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna start doing. And Colin's friend, she's a makeup artist. She's gonna start doing makeup for people. Yep.
Oh, that's very cool. Very
and
cool.
we have a black light on the merch table because most of our merch glows in the dark.
Nice. I love that. Now, who wears the contacts? Colin, do you wear the contacts? I think I saw somebody in the band wears it.
I wear the contacts,
and
sometimes Dwayne does.
Oh, okay. I love your mask that you were wearing, Colin.
Oh, thank you.
That was pretty cool. So yeah, I mean, and that was my one question was, does the audience participate? But that's what you're trying to get involved, to get
and
them
more
involved.
so, yep. Because I could just, man, if everybody was like that, have some black lights facing the crowd, it would just be really cool to look out there and see a bunch of glowing faces and glowing merch.
Yeah, fingernail polish too. Oh yeah. Yes, everything will glow. Actually, I had this lipstick one time. Didn't realize it. I didn't know if it was glow in the dark lipstick, but I was under the black light, and so somebody says, "Lisa, your lips are glowing." I'm like, "Oh, get out of here!" And and they took a picture, and it was bright pink.
Nice.
I said, "Cool." I said, "Very cool." Yeah.
Yep, I dye my hair glow in the dark, you know, UV glow in the dark, and we do our beards and stuff. So
nice. Oh, I would love. You guys got to come to Baltimore.
Yeah, for sure, we're down.
Absolutely. All right, we'll talk to Brian. Tell him about it. Bring you here.
Yep.
There you go. So can you share some of your fun experiences maybe at the last show? Because I know you said you had one. Do you have anything, like any wild stories that you would like to share?
I think it's
we opened for Green Jelly not too long ago.
You opened for Green Jelly? It was Green Jello before, wasn't it? But they had to change it.
Yep. And it was cool. It was cool to look back and see them all the members from Green Jelly was on stage behind the curtain, and they were videoing us. I mean, they were just like, "Oh my God, you guys are badass!" It was pretty. That was, I think, a really big highlight for them. All of them to be like, "Oh my goodness," they're all filming us, and we're like, "Whoa, this is pretty cool."
Get out. Oh, sweet. So how was that? How was Green Jelly?
That was really cool. I mean, it was a lot of people. It was Sacramento, but Sunday, but a lot of people. We got a show this Sunday with Priest and Julian K, which Priest is members of Ghost, and Julian K is members of Orgy. So
nice.
And we
Same
got that
venue, huh?
Sunday.
Same venue.
Yep, same venue as Green Jelly. And then next weekend we go to LA to play with the same band Priest and Julian K September morning at Whiskey A Go Go.
Oh wow. I've always wanted to go to that place, Whiskey A Go Go. I know it's like the happening place.
Yeah.
But enjoy. Enjoy it. So I have some things on the board I want to come down and everybody's saying hi. You got a lot of people reaching out to you guys. Girls.
Yeah, I'm trying to talk to them and answer questions on the side.
Oh, you answering them as we go?
Some of them, yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, somebody. I'll start from down here because my arrow don't want to work too well. Oh, here it is. When you were talking about the face paint and stuff like that, they said.
Monica. That's called. I bet you Colin has the pubes done.
No, I shaved mine entirely. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, it's all hardwood floors.
Oh my lordy. Oh, she says right on. Monica says right on. Looking forward to hearing it. I literally listened to the recent album, Daily fucking Ruby Rock. Yeah.
Oh, Ruby Rock.
Oh, that's sweet.
Okay.
My cat is not backing down. He's just determined to be on my lap. He's like,
my dog used to be in the show all the time, so it is
this
no
is
work.
just as I can't. Yeah,
Our
they run the house. You know,
Our photographer
we're their
tells me the
pets.
same thing. She listens to it. She goes, "Your music is in my car." She goes, "I have to listen to the album at least once a day," and I'm like, "Wow, that's pretty cool."
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, that's why I locked my goat up.
He does.
Because he'd be jumping all over me.
Eating the phone. He'd be eating the phone, huh?
Aww.
Just please sit comfortably.
Monica says, "Ruby, you fucking rock."
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, that's Monica.
Aww.
She's a friend.
Monica, yes, she loves you guys. Hey, Monica. Okay. Front row promotion rules. Thank you, visionary God out there. Let's see. If there's any questions rolling here.
Asking about the new album. So Larry, there was a question on there. I said, I think maybe later this year. They said, when will the new album, do you think we'll release that?
Well, our management curtain call, they're still pumping this first demo we've done. So we're working on the new album already, and we're probably going to go in the studio in August and start pre-production of recording it, getting it going. But
okay,
we're probably not going to release it till the beginning of 2025, just so we can continue to promote the first record. We're still working the first record single by single, getting it out there, because the first track we really released on the internet. You know, it got up to 100,000 plus views on YouTube. Yeah, and so we're doing them one by one off the first demo, and we don't want to start pushing the second demo till we're done representing the first demo.
I got you. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he was saying that he goes, "You guys have at least four singles off this album," and we're like, "Wow!" So
sweet.
Yeah, every 3 months they want to add a new single off this album and push this album. So I think Larry's correct. Yeah, it's probably the 2025.
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah, we will be sneaking some of the new songs in a couple of our sets this year. So if anybody records that, they'll get a little sneak peek. If time allows, you know.
Please.
Yeah, Monica's asking for a funny story. Well, check this out. We played this festival up at the lake. It was called the Pig Roast Festival. Bunch of bands, big bonfires out in a couple acres, out in the sticks, and it was awesome. Fire breathing, all this good stuff. And our guitar player, Dwayne, he's got a goat. We got a goat that's kind of our mascot. You know, we got the goat right around when we got together, so we got this goat to all our shows. And
you know,
on the ride home, Dwayne was asking if anybody had, you know, stopped recently on the ride home back from the lake to let the goat go to the bathroom, and they were like, I don't know, I'm not sure. So he stopped at a gas station to run in and get a drink and some food and some munchies. And when he came back to the car, they're heading back down the freeway, and he had an open can in the middle of the car, a beverage. So he started to take a drink, and the goat had taken a little dump. One of his goat pebbles had dump into the drink, and he got it halfway in his mouth and was like, oh man.
Yeah, it was like a
I'm
Tic
sorry,
Tac or
Dwayne.
something.
I'm sorry, Dwayne. I had to tell that story. I couldn't hold back. I was in the back seat. Oh my God.
Oh yeah, and Ruby and my wife are just waiting for my reaction.
Oh no.
Okay. No. That's not okay. So hold on. That's fucked up. I see how you think that, but we, honest to God, Dwayne, we really. Kendall said, she's like, oh shit, it was right by the beer. Do you think he pooped in it? And I said, no way. There's no way that had to happen. So we were both like, and she looked in there twice. She looked in it twice. She was like, I think it's good. And I kind of tried to look, but I can't see in a beer can. Oh my God.
So my goat is basically, my goat is so smart that he poops in my beer so that he knew I was give him the rest of my beer.
Oh my God, does he drink the beer?
He loves beer.
I think that's a really cute theory. That's a great theory, though. I like your theory, Dwayne. That's a cute theory, too. No, but, oh, fuck, was that funny?
Yeah.
Another incident that happened
beers over
that you know, really it proved to me, it's not a funny story, it's a proved to me that this band right here has more heart and what it takes to go all the way. It drove it home for me. We were out on tour. We went up north to Oregon, and we went up to Reno, and then we were headed up to Seattle. And the promoter for the show that we were headed to, last minute said that we didn't fit the lineup, and he didn't think it was going to work. So we were still in Portland, Oregon when we got this news, and this band went up anyway, another 7 hours or whatever it was on the road to get to Seattle without a guarantee that we were going to play. And we showed up to the club, and we said, hey, we're here, man. We're here. And sat there with puppy dog eyes and had a plan. We were trying to work it. We were also finagling with several other venues, trying to get on last minute to have a gig up there while we were in town. And we ended up playing. We ended up headlining the show and playing at midnight and tore the house down. And
awesome.
That's when we left that show in Seattle, that's when I was just like, that's when I knew this band has what it takes to go all the way, because I've been jamming in bands for 20 years, and I was blown away by the determination that Project Mayhem has.
And that show that night, that sound guy goes, oh my God, I'm so glad you guys played. And then he passed our CD to a radio station. And next thing I know is I'm getting emails going, we're playing you guys in Oregon. And now we're playing you guys over here in this other Oregon station in Seattle because of that sound guy. So because we played that show, we started getting ready to play on 2 different stations.
Wow.
Was that the sound guy that didn't even like metal?
Yeah, but he was like, I could listen to you sing and you guys play all day. He goes, you guys are incredible. And I was like, wow, dude, that was just pretty. I was pretty floored how blown
Oh,
away he
that's got to
was.
be an amazing feeling. Absolutely.
Yeah, I was.
We were
Yeah.
determined. We were not taking no for an answer.
There you go. Keep going. Persevere. There you go.
Right?
Yeah,
I love it. Love it. So what's the best part? What do you like most about being a musician?
I was creating the songs, man, and getting to play them. When I play, especially with this group of individuals, it's like when we play, it's like magic. You know, it's just a feeling that I never felt before. So I think that's probably the best part of this band is that feeling I get when I play or think about playing with these guys.
Absolutely. How about Colin? What do you think? What do you feel?
I wasn't paying attention. What?
That's okay.
What was the question?
I got to pull you in.
What was the question?
What do you like most about being a musician?
Oh man, that's a tough question. I think something about playing music, playing shows is better than any sex or any drug I've ever had in my entire life. There's nothing like this feeling. I
There
can't
you
get
go.
enough of it. I love it so much. I don't want to do anything else. I just want to play music and play shows.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I'm addicted. I'm an addict.
I was getting ready to say you're
Can't
addicted.
get enough
Yes,
of it.
there you go.
And to get to connect to the crowd like that, and when you have that connection with the crowd, like he said, there's just nothing like that feeling.
There's nothing like it.
Oh wow!
And-
The
and-
adrenaline
It's the
just
best feeling in the world.
Yeah, and
Yes.
recently, I mean, everybody's been the pits have been going crazy. Like the whole venue it's just been pretty incredible.
Absolutely. And being up on the stage and then them singing the song, singing it back to you,
Yeah,
giving you, the energy you give and you're receiving the energy from them back and forth. That's amazing. That's amazing. How about
Seeing
you,
how
Dwayne?
happy people are after we
Yep.
play, there's nothing like it. Just seeing a big smile on the audience member's face.
Absolutely. And then you're touching somebody somewhere when you touch them with your music. That's a cool feeling.
Well, Colin has no problem getting down there with the people. He is fearless, and it makes the people go crazy.
Nice. Very cool.
You got to be there. Yeah, it just
I'll
sucks you
jump
in.
into mosh pits and get people riled up. I'll lick my bass, crazy bass lick. I'll rip strings out of my bass, all kinds of stuff. Anything
Wow.
to kind of get people
At the
moving,
end,
get
of
people excited.
So cool. So cool. So how about
I
you,
think-
Dwayne? What do you think?
I think for me it's therapy. I don't always want to escape reality, but I don't think about shit when I'm playing music.
You don't think about the
And
goat shit? Just kidding.
It's part of my life. And if I don't have music, I don't have life, basically.
That's true.
And
yeah.
to be able to mix good music with good people, it's such a satisfying feeling when we're all agreeing and supporting each other.
Yes.
No egos, having fun. That's the magical part of this band that I want to say that I appreciate. But music was always like just I don't want to think of nothing, and then you play guitar and you're fucking in another world,
Absolutely. I would love to I would love to feel that feeling of being what you guys feel, So
yeah. When I wasn't in a band, I was a lot more angry, and it seemed like you said, it's like therapy, man. It just keeps us happy and peaceful, and
Oh, that's so cool. Absolutely. How about you, Ruby? What do you think?
Music is very similar for me. Like Dwayne said, a therapy sort of thing.
Yes.
Bottling things up because you're so frustrated at work, and just you can't say anything. My rule is just keep it. Take it somewhere else. Take it somewhere and turn it into something good. And so I would bottle it up and go to band practice. And that was in Fremont. That was his name is Robert Paulson days. That's how me and Larry, we met way back in those days. That's how I created that music. It was a lot of emotion. You just bottle up, and then you just have fun with it. at the end of the day, music is supposed to make you feel good. I mean, I can't say, like, there's not such thing as a great song that maybe brings a little bit of sorrow. It's not a bad thing, but music makes you feel good, and music makes you,
Absolutely.
if you want to move to it and you want to dance to it and you want to have fun to it, those are the things that I always found my release in, because I couldn't say something. I had to keep it to myself. You got to be professional in work environments. And so, long story short, it's like emotion will make sometimes the most powerful music you can imagine. It's
Yes.
just, you got to tap into that. And we do that really well in this band. I know that when I'm playing the drums, I want to be able to move to it. I'm not just trying to put the most technically challenging, tempo challenging drum line to something. It's like, I'm sorry, just because you can doesn't mean you should. And I like just playing something that fits the part, makes the guitar line shine. Drums don't always have to be the focus of a band. They can do that, but I love it when there's an exchange. I love that exchange. I've always loved big music. And so symphony, classical music, I love it all. I love all that stuff. R&B and hip hop. When I tell people that, they say no. And I say, you know what? There's some good songs there. There's some really good songs there. And if you can try to put a little bit of that into metal, and you can make someone move, and hey, if they like it, that's all. And you're having fun, that's all that matters.
That's right.
Let's not dissect what is just fun. It's a 3-letter word. Let's just calm down about it.
That's right. That's right.
So no, it's very fun. It's always been therapeutic. Now it's a whole other level. When we signed this deal with, have to think, and we want to, promote Curtain Call Records here, got to say that a couple times. They're a great label. They reached out to us. It became surreal. And me and Larry are coming home from a show, and will you please stop? He's attacking me. And and we said, all of a sudden we went from being a band to we need to treat this like a brand. And that's the sort of, that very surreal feeling of like, wow, when did we become professional musicians? How did that happen? Because we're just, we're doing this for fun, and some people do it for the money. And it's like, look, if you're not trying to have fun, I can tell you what, money ain't going to make you happy.
Yeah.
But if you're trying to have fun, you're going to live, it's going to be worth living. And so that's what we do in this band, and that's the energy we bring. And when we go to shows, I can't tell you the amount of support that I receive. I'm a very unique person. I'm not going to get into all that right now, but it's so supportive. The scene, the world, the environment I'm in, I love my band in every way. You can't imagine. They're so supportive. I have brothers that I'm not going to get emotional here, but I just, I'm a bold, fearless person. And I know there's a lot of people like me out there. And it's just wonderful to see when I go to shows that I have my sisters there, and I have other people from what I want to call the community there, and they're not afraid to be there. They're welcome, they're loved, they're appreciated. And it's like, it's a global change. It's about having fun. It's about showing love. Music can change the world.
Absolutely.
And that's kind of what we're trying to do in this band, is bring the fun back. If you notice what we sing about, our on our album here, we emphasize movies. We talk about movies, and to me, I've loved that, because when you talk about certain genres of music, the what do they want to call, the content of lyric comes up. We sing about movies. We're trying to have a good time. It's all about fun. And so at the end of the day, it's some of the best therapy. Like Dwayne said, it's like, for me, that's my long answer, and it's therapeutic is my short answer.
I love it. That's perfect.
Life-changing. It's life-changing music, I call it saved my life. So yeah.
Yes.
I'm very grateful for everything that's going on right now.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Curtain Call Records.
Yes, thank you, Brian. Curtain Call Records.
Brian.
Brian and John, those guys are really
Yes.
cool,
Yeah.
man. Really cool.
Mhm.
So far, very exciting stuff.
Absolutely. So
Yeah,
if
he
you
talks
had
really well of
just
you.
what happened?
He talks really well of you.
Oh, well, thank you. So if you had just one word to describe you as a musician, what would it be? Just one word.
Unique.
Oh, stealer, you
Good.
thief.
Entertaining.
Good.
Fun.
Dedicated.
What'd you say, Colin?
If you don't like to have fun, don't come to our shows.
Colin said dedicated.
Okay. That's a long one.
I mean, I have to say this word because it means a lot to me, and I know how powerful this word can be when I can say this for who I am and what I am. Presence.
Presents.
Yeah, I'm present.
Absolutely. Very cool. I love the answers. Very, very cool. Very, very, very cool. So what's on your bucket list? We'll go around with that one.
Like opening it up for like a big band, like Primus, Slipknot, Korn, something like that. I think is on mine.
Awesome. Absolutely.
Or just doing like a long tour with like, even like, hey, if like Mudvayne was like, hey, you want to tour with us? Like, yeah, that would be like a bucket list thing, man. Sure, yeah, we'll tour.
Hell
with
yeah.
you.
When and where? Let's go.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Something like that. Having a band, like a bigger band, approach us and say, let's tour. That's my bucket list.
Awesome.
Yeah. The European tour
Yeah.
would be something I would like to do.
European tour. Uh-huh.
Mhm. Yeah, they fucking love metal.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Yeah.
And in Turkey would be good to play because my dad had a famous band in Turkey back in the 60s, Grupa Nolim. So he was in the newspapers. They were top 7 out of the country. So they, his first distortion pedal was resistors messing with the signal and made it in a wood box. So
Oh, that's cool. Who's next?
Larry.
Larry.
Larry, you're so quiet.
Yeah, what's your bucket list?
I want. It's already started. My pipe dream is already started. It's already started with this band. Because I see them do the hard work behind the scenes. I see them showing up to the studio 2 or 3 times a week, just, on top of working, on top of normal life on life, stuff that happens. And they're showing up and they're putting in the work and they're going home and getting a little bit of sleep and doing it again. And, family issues and life issues. And they're showing up and they're showing up and they're showing up. And when we play shows and we have like little kids come run up to us after the show and want sticks and they want pics and they want pictures with the band, and I see the band and I see their faces light up and I see these kids' faces light up. That's the bucket list for me. That's what I'm living for, because music is magic. Music is international. It communicates on a different level than language and any of that. It's international. It's all around the jam. And I'll end with this: is I want us to play a show so big that if our distortion pedal on the ground of the stage isn't set to the right settings, that we can't even bend down to change it, because we might fall down because our legs are so shaken because of the crowd. It's so big, and then we just are blown away. And I want them to perform like they've never performed at that show, come off stage completely orgasmic and just spun out and arrive and just could fall over and croak right there and it would be okay. That's what I want. Project Mayhem.
I got you. I got you. Woo! Sounds good. Sounds good. Colin, how about
you? Larry speaks with emotion. He's
I see.
He's our fearless leader in that sense. It's like,
there you go.
The coach. Huddle up.
What
Colin,
about you?
what's on your bucket list?
I don't think I could top Larry's amazing speech, but I think it's cool to play all 50 states. I think that'd be kind of neat, and just go from there.
There you
Playing
go.
all 50 states, that'd be dope. That's like collecting license plates from every state you go to. Be like, we got flyers from every 50 states. That would be
That
dope.
would be awesome. Hell yeah.
We got 3 already. I think the 3
Yeah,
so far.
and then we're
So
going to
far.
we're going to Arizona soon. And
Yeah, Arizona will be the 4th.
Vegas. and-
Sweet. So, Ruby, did you answer? I'm sorry, I'm not sure.
Oh, bucket list. Okay.
Yes.
I suppose it would be something involving the travel, and we're already kind of talking about doing it potentially this year, and it's just been a mention. Me and Dwayne are
Okay.
mutually excited about this one. We don't know when, we don't know the details, but Mexico has been mentioned. I'm a Latina. I'm a Mexican. So I'm very, very excited. No, I don't speak Spanish, but I know a little bit. And I'm very excited to go to Mexico, to my home country, because I'm a
There you
Garcia.
go.
I am a
Absolutely.
Garcia.
Yeah,
And
talking
I'm
about
very
Mexico,
excited to go to Mexico and maybe see some
Tennessee.
lucha libre and have some real tacos, all that
Yes.
fun stuff. All that
There
fun
you
stuff.
go.
And on top
Woo!
of that, then play an amazing show and give the people who came to see us more than they ever imagined.
That's right. There you go. That's
They're
perfect.
So
talking
I'm really
about
excited about
Tennessee,
Mexico. That's a bucket list for me, personally.
Awesome.
Tennessee, Oklahoma, Mexico, Iowa. That's just some of the ones that was mentioned. Yeah.
Nice.
Tennessee.
Very cool. Tennessee, you said?
Yeah,
Awesome.
Tennessee,
Michigan.
Oklahoma, Michigan, Iowa.
Travel
We
on
got it.
down to Baltimore.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
have
yeah.
they have Graceland in Tennessee, you guys. It's really cool.
Yes.
I've been there twice.
I've been there
in
once.
Tennessee.
Awesome. I haven't been there.
Yeah.
I was in Tennessee, but I didn't make it to Graceland. But next time, there's always a next time. So remember that. So, what venue would you say I have to play there? What would that place be for you?
Okay, I'm going to answer that right off the bat because it means a lot, and I'm not going to get emotional about it. I'm really going to try not to. We're doing it April 5th. On April 5th, this band is going to be playing the Whiskey A Go-Go, and for a lot of people, that might mean cool. And I know some people in this band who've already done it. They're like, I've already done that, and I'm like, oh, well. For me, I'll be honest, I never thought it was going to get this far for me because of circumstances I'm not going to get into about myself. I just never saw it getting this far because I'm so used to hard work, blood, sweat, and tears, and then someone just kind of taking it from you, and you're just sitting there like, can't do nothing about it. What are you going to do? Just move on, pick yourself up, don't cry, move on. And so I'm not saying I was expecting that because I'm not saying that, but I'm so moved at the fact that we're doing something that I never thought we would ever do, and it's a baby step to where we're going.
Right.
But for, I guess that could have been the bucket list answer also. It means so much that I'm going there with my band, and I can't believe it's happening. We've come so far in such a short time. I can't emphasize how much it amazes me because I'm a little nerd on music stuff. I pay attention to certain things, and it's like, this is so surreal. It's very surreal for me because we're so new. And I think that really benefits for us is the fact that people love that term new. It's like, we are new. This is a brand new thing. And a lot of people like to think about certain things. Well, that's also new too. Everything's new about that too. Sure it is. But new is exciting and new is what people want. And so we are a brand new band. And, this album that we have right now that is called And Death One Has a Name, Project Mayhem AD, available everywhere, everybody. I'm so proud to be part of this. And I can't tell you, it's like I'm just, and I'm probably gonna get a little emo on the way down to LA, pulling up to the Sunset, pulling up to the whiskey, and pinch me, let's go to the Rainbow and take a picture with Lemmy. All of that, I'm just, if it all ended tomorrow, I'm okay. Sort of thing. So I
think Hollywood
There you
Bowl
go.
would be hella cool to play. Hollywood Bowl, because like I've seen a lot of bands play there. Like I've seen Korn play there. I've seen System of a Down play there. So to play something like that, Hollywood Bowl, or Henry J. Kaiser Arena in this area, or Cow Palace, something I've seen like Metallica play at, that would be just unreal for me. Or to play like Aftershock, like a big festival like that, it'd be like, what is going on? You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
That would be very day on the green for us if
Yeah,
Yes,
did
that
that
would
one.
be,
That would be a
absolutely.
moment.
because I go to Aftershock usually every year, all 4 days. So to get to play, they're going, hey, I'm actually playing here, not just going. That would be something else.
Absolutely. How about you, Dwayne and Larry? What would you think?
I would say Aftershock would be
Aftershock?
fucking really cool. I've been going there since they started day one. I didn't go last year. It was the first time I missed it.
Okay.
Do
That
they
would be
have
something.
Aftershock?
It's supposed to be like, I think, the third biggest metal festival in the United States.
Nice. That's very cool.
Do
I
they
didn't get a
have the
second.
Aftershock Festival over there in that area you're in?
No,
Well,
it's just here in
Rockville.
California, Ruby.
It's called Rockville. It's pretty much the same festival,
It's
same
different
band,
promoter though.
but
We have like
it's
the
not.
Rock on the Hill, I think it's called. Rock on the Hill. Yeah.
Yeah, and then there's Rockville. That's that festival is 4-day festival, like just like Aftershock. Almost all the same bands are playing.
Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah.
How about you, Colin? Where would you have
I
to
think
play?
it's really cool to play the Concord Pavilion. It's right by my house. It's a huge venue. It's like
Oh,
a couple
nice.
hundred people, or 1,000 people, I think. I saw Megadeth play there about 2 years ago. That was amazing.
Sweet, sweet.
We just seen Mudvayne there. Me and Dwayne. We saw Mudvayne there. That was really good.
What is the capacity there? Like 15,000 or something?
Yeah, and you can
Oh,
see
wait,
the
yeah.
stage really well from the. I like how it has a pit area in the front. Like I don't think Shoreline has that in the front. I think it's all seats. But
Correct. Yeah. Shoreline just has seats, and then they have the gigantic field. It's considered the field, like
yeah, that's dangerous.
way above.
I seen Slayer play there, and because it's on a hill, the people were falling over the rail to the seats from the pit. You know what I mean? It was like,
Oh,
people
no.
getting hurt. And that's a good 10-foot drop right there. So that
I
people
would
getting hurt.
say, ouch. Yeah. I mean, it kind of looks like fun, but I don't know if I could be bouncing off people like that.
No, not on the Shoreline Hill.
No.
Yeah, when you're in the pit, you're running down and then you're running up and then you're running down and you're running up. So you could really do some damage when you're going downhill.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I see people falling over that rail all the time.
Oh my goodness. How about you, Larry? Where would you say you would have to play?
I'd like to play Dynamo. I'd like to play Whacking Festival in Europe. I'd like to go to I'd like to play Warp Tours coming back around. I'd like to get on the Warp Tour. I'd like to go on I'd love to do the, festival that Dwayne and Todd were talking about, I'd also like to do the I would just like to tour. I would just like to tour with the band wherever they go. Like
Absolutely.
a major band. But
Just as
yeah,
long as you're
Woodstock.
playing music and you're out there having a good time.
Dynamo, Whacking,
Yes.
your big Europe festival stages. That would be incredible. Yeah.
And Larry wants to get us in the East, right? You wanted to play back there in like Brooklyn and stuff.
Yeah,
New York.
Right. New York.
There you go.
Yeah,
Not too far from Baltimore. Just a couple more spots to do.
Yeah, like we're playing to a couple
Bring your
hundred people
hoodies.
now to go up to the next
Definitely.
level and start to play in front of thousands of people. Because now we're like playing in front of a couple hundred people.
Yeah, I'd love to play this new festival they just started doing in Vegas, the Sick New World. That would
Yeah.
be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds interesting. Yeah. Very, very cool. Now, who would you like to collaborate with if you haven't collaborated with anybody yet? But if you have, who was it? But who would you like to collaborate with?
Me personally, as singers, because I've met Serge before, and he's Armenian. I'm half Turkish, and if you know the history between the Armenians and the Turks, me and him were kind of blown away when we met that we didn't even know, that he was Armenian, I was Turkish, and then for us to be able to bring that to the stage and go, look, the Turks and Armenians doing a song together, I think that would be pretty incredible with how the Turks almost wiped out the Armenians and all the bad stuff that they did. That would be, I think, having Serge guest appear on a song with us, or the singer from Mudvayne, Chad.
Absolutely.
So you're talking about
Even
System of a
Korn.
Down?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Serge from System, because of the whole Armenian
I didn't know you were on a first name by name basis and stuff. But for the rest of us, you're referring to System of the Down. Okay, cool.
Yeah. And Korn.
Yeah.
Korn does that.
There you
Jonathan
go.
Davis does a lot of guest appearances on bands. Like he did Kim Dracula, so I would like to do something with Jonathan Davis too. That would be badass. Or Corey
Awesome.
Taylor. Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah, I'd like to collaborate with the man, Rob Zombie. I'd like to
that would
collaborate
be
with Rob
dope.
Zombie.
There you go.
He doesn't play guitar.
Yeah.
That would be cool though, because he does movie stuff, and people.
I'm sure he
said-
can if he wants to.
People said that we're kind of, they go, man, you guys are kind of like White Zombie. So yeah, that would be dope.
Yeah. He's like into everything, isn't he?
Yeah.
So, how about you?
I'll go next. I guess if we say collaborate, being a drummer, I don't know if I would be on the drums or if they would be on the guitar. But if I was to say, like, just do a drummer thing, Dave Lombardo. Especially because he's still alive. It's actually something possible. If it was like the one, like who could you like? It's between Neil Peart and John Bonham.
Yes.
I gotta go John Bonham.
Okay.
I'm a little more of a thrasher, Yes. Neil Peart was just he's like a mad scientist,
Okay.
So yeah, that's my answer.
Absolutely. How about you, Colin?
I think collaborating with Ozzy would be really cool before he passes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's a very
Prince
good
of Darkness.
That's a good
I
one.
could see that. I could see that too.
What about you, Dwayne?
Dwayne.
I would say Mr. Buckethead,
Oh, that'd be dope.
Mike Patton,
Mike Patton would be dope.
Scott Ian, and John Five.
There you go. Sweet. Good answers there. Absolutely. So did any of you come from a musically inclined family, or did you just
Yeah,
no?
my dad had a metal band right next to my bedroom. So I grew up with
You grew up with it, yes.
with the metal band right there. So
Wow.
the
You grew
first-
right into it.
the first band I was in, I tried in high school, and my dad seen me really trying, and he goes, "Hey, grab the mic and start singing." So when I was in high school, I was in my dad's band for like a year and a half, and we did a bunch of shows. That's where I first started, was singing with my
So cool.
dad.
That's amazing. Yes.
That was pretty trippy, pretty cool. And my dad, went to the Boston Berkeley School of Music, and he was famous in Turkey before, so that kind of meant a lot to get to play with him.
Nice. Absolutely. Larry, how about you?
Oh well, my father was Jimi Hendrix, and then my uncle was Joe Cocker, and then my auntie was Janis Joplin. So I was already.
His third cousin was Jimi Hendrix.
You can actually see me on the Woodstock footage. I'm like right there off to the side when he's like, I'm like over there in some Birkenstocks, wandering around with my mom.
Oh my God.
No, I have a grandfather. I had a grandfather that had a jam room. Yeah, he played like still string Hawaiian music. Yeah, it was cool.
Gotcha. Anybody else?
No,
No.
not for me.
Okay.
So I started when I was very young. Grandfather was a musician, and got my first drum set when I was 15. Did a couple bands.
Nice.
Yeah, I still have the same drum set.
Oh, sweet.
But yeah,
Very cool.
Super nice drum set too.
since I was a child, I've been just
You've
having
been
fun with
banging the
music.
drums. Yes.
Just having just music's always kind of just been there, you know.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, my dad put me in choir and chorus and singing when I was in 2nd grade. And then 3rd grade I was playing trumpet. So yeah, I was just born into music.
Absolutely. So do you play what all instruments do you all play? Can you play other instruments than what you do?
Yeah, I can play bass. A little rhythm guitar. I do keyboards, sampling. I do some beats and stuff.
Awesome.
Larry used to play bass in another band, and I know all these guys can play multiple instruments. Ruby plays guitar. Colin
I play
plays
bass. I've
guitar.
been a bass player in a couple bands.
I don't do keys or horns
Okay.
really. Like I'm like a kindergartner on a piano. I can I can do one hand pretty good. But no horns for me.
12.
I see. I hear you.
I
How
can
about
play
Colin?
piano a little bit.
What's
You
up?
play any other instruments other than
Oh
bass?
yeah, I play bass, and sometimes bass.
Oh, okay. You play bass all the way around.
No, he's a true bass player too. Like a lot of people out there were like old guitar players that just ended up playing bass because their friend's band needed a bass. But Colin's a real bass player. That makes a difference when you have a
Awesome.
real bass player.
Gotcha. How about you, Dwayne?
What's that?
Skin flute.
I need.
You play any other instruments other than bass?
family.
I just bass and
Other than
guitar.
bass, guitar, and
Bass,
skin
guitar.
flute.
I mean, I get on Ruby's drum set here and there, and she laughs, so I just get off.
There's video evidence. There's video evidence of Dwayne's drum solo. We're just gonna call it your drum solo.
Oh, how did that go?
I can play synth pads because I used to play the rototoms and the snare, but I don't have rhythm on my legs, so I can play some stand-up drums.
And he plays trumpet.
Awesome.
Yeah, I play trumpet. So most brass instruments are the same: trombone, trumpet, all that kind of stuff. That's really good at trumpet.
Oh, that's
I can-
cool.
I can play a good fishing pole.
You can play a fishing pole. So if you could open for any band, who would you want to open for? And if any band could open for you, who would that be?
One band.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I think like Korn or System of a Down or Slipknot to open for one of those bands.
She said one band.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
Korn. I'd say
Whatever.
Korn.
Yeah.
Opening up for Korn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or System, like I said, that's a tough one. And then to open for us, it would be badass to have. I know they're already bigger, but like to have Kim Dracula or something open up for us, that would be incredible. Because they're
Awesome.
he puts on a good show too.
Oh, okay. Okay. Anybody
I would
else?
say Rammstein.
Rammstein is good. Oh, yes.
You know,
Absolutely.
I wasn't say Ministry, but I think Rammstein would be the
Yes.
highlighter. Shock value. Both bands are equal like that.
Yes.
See, I'm thinking about this as for an exposure thing. It's like, what band do you tour with that will literally boost you beyond the stratosphere? And I'm like, fucking Metallica.
Oh, hell yeah.
I
Yes.
mean, if you can get on if anyone in our area, I know this for a fact, if anyone who we're in the metal scene with says I'm doing a show with Metallica, it's like, that's a pretty big band. I mean, they're pioneers and they're still going. I mean, I think they just got off a tour or something. It's like people always want to kind of like they ain't got nothing to prove. They're when people talk about Metallica, it's like say what you want. They're the pioneers. They proven they wrote the blueprints for what a lot of us here are keeping alive and still going. So that's my answer. If I say anything, it's like I want to go on tour with Metallica.
There you go. There you go.
Or if White Zombie was to come back, I would say White Zombie. That would be dope.
There you go.
Todd's all over the place. You're all over the place. Just kidding. Just
How about you,
Ruby
Colin?
got to meet Lars Ulrich a couple months ago, and she handed him a demo, and something about maybe one day we could open for you, and he said maybe.
Keep at it. Keep going.
Yeah. That is a true story. That is a true story.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, if it wasn't for Ozzy, Metallica wouldn't have been Metallica. If Ozzy didn't give them their break, when they went out on tour with Ozzy, that's what sent them over the top.
Absolutely.
Not taken from Metallica and what they bring to the table. I mean, they were crushing and are crushing, but yeah, man, they got their big break from going out with Ozzy. Ozzy gave them that exposure.
Cool. Absolutely. Absolutely. How about you, Colin?
I think any new metal band that kind of like fits our style would be good. I don't know, Korn would be fine, System of a Down would be fine, anything like that along those lines.
Yes. Perfect.
I love how similar we are all so similar. I love it.
All the answers are like in the same
I think
vibe.
Mudvayne would be super cool because they put on makeup and they put on a show too. You know what I mean? So I think Mudvayne would be really cool to play with.
I think any band that puts on a show would be a good call.
Yeah, Slipknot.
Yes.
Slipknot, Mudvayne, because they both put on a show.
Marilyn Manson.
That's
Marilyn
true.
Manson
They're
would
good
be
too.
good.
Yeah.
Rob Zombie, he has a big show.
That's true too. Yeah. So how long do you guys, when you go to practice, how long does it take for you guys to practice? Like how long do you spend on practice?
I say 2 to 3 hours.
2 hours.
2-3 hours at least, yeah.
Once or twice a week.
Okay.
That's just for Dwayne to tune up. Then we start practicing and we go for.
I was waiting. I'm like, oh, come on, come on, Larry. Larry's being too quiet.
Yeah, at least I'm in key when I play.
Oh no.
Yeah, we usually show up on a Friday and we leave Sunday morning. That's a normal practice for us. You can tell by our music. If you listen to our music, I mean, it's really instrumentally challenging and super intense and technical.
The most complicated music in the history of music.
It is. I mean, those power chords.
I can't keep up with you. I can't keep up with you.
And all that crunching on the fucking open C string.
Very understandable and good music, yeah.
So
luckily our studio is in a very kind of nice location of we have a nice studio, let's leave it at that. And so once we get there, we always kind of hear some other bands. Sorry. We always kind of hear some other bands getting down on something, and it'll just make you feel good, Yes. And then there's always that funny moment when someone will always say, I think they're taking one of my riffs. I think they're stealing one of my songs, and we all can giggle and go, that's cute. But I mean, we have a lot of fun at our studio. We got a beautiful studio, OMC in Oakland. Give that building a shout out. It's a nice facility. I wish the elevators work better sometimes, but that's another subject. Our practices, depending on what time, if we have things set up or not, if we can get in there and just practice 2 to 3 hours, it's we're known for pushing it, and I get there for 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, and we'll leave at 10. So it just all depends. It just all depends on how the flow's going. Lately been working on a lot of new songs, so we don't want to. You don't want to. They're so good. Are we done? Are we done? Let's work for 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes turns into 10, turns into 20. But it's all for a good reason. So we have those practices that are sometimes maybe the 2-hour classic, you know, whatever. And then we have the 5-hour practices every once in a while. The bottom line is, you know, is we have, again, the 3-letter word fun even in our studio, we're having fun.
Absolutely.
We're joking around, and it's been such a good experience. Like, you know, just, this band is so amazing, and doing this whole thing, I want to thank you again for having us here.
Yeah,
It means a lot, you know, keeping the music scene alive. The live music scene alive is very important. So
absolutely.
I'm
Yes.
I'm looking forward to getting out there and playing for you folks and all that good stuff. It's gonna be a blast.
Absolutely.
And if you ever want to book us a show, Brian was saying, we're down. You just contact me later, and we'll book some shows.
Awesome. Okay, you got it. We'll keep in touch with Brian, and we'll hook it up.
Yep.
Absolutely.
I do believe that these interviews help us, I don't know, build the band. You know, it's we're finding out more of each other as we do these interviews too. So it's very productive.
It's bringing us closer together. Yeah, this
people get to know who you are and know what you do. Yes.
Yeah, this interview was something special happened here. Yeah, it just brought us closer together, I think.
Absolutely.
Granted,
we don't feel so lonely.
No makeup.
When we get into this kind of stuff, we feel more like a family, and there's more support from people, and it makes us even better musicians. You know.
Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah, we're not glowing, but you know.
No, it's a good feeling. It's take and run with the adrenaline and keep going, and you know, go from. I mean, the whiskey a go. I mean, pinch yourself. Hello. You know?
Then we just got an email too from another company that goes, we book at Troubadour, Viper Room, House of Blues, Rainbow Room, and they go, pick any date you want. And they gave us like 20 dates. I mean, that to me was like, oh man, we got something good here. If they're wanting us, they're coming to us to ask us to play at the Troubadour.
Wow.
I mean,
very cool.
most bands are going out there trying to get into the Troubadour. They just asked us and gave us like 20 different dates.
Like, here you go, silver platter.
Pick one, please. We want to work with you. Like, whoa. Blown away.
I'm a huge Jim Morrison fan. So, you know, to play the Whiskey Go-Go, the same stage that the Doors used to play there all the time. They were like the house band there. That's gonna give me chills.
Yeah, yes. That's crazy.
Going in there on that stage.
Wow. And what day do you go? When do you guys have your show?
April 5th.
April 5th coming up. Wow.
Yeah.
Right around the corner.
There's 7 bands.
Next
I maybe play second or third.
Yep, 30-minute set, and that's with September Morning, Julian Kane Priest. We got 2 shows with them because they're on their Neon Lights tour, and so they asked us to play. We had already booked at the Whiskey, and then they go, hey, you should play with us in Sacramento. And then because we just played with Green Jelly there, my friend was like, yeah, we'll put you on. So it's pretty cool that they asked us to play with them again.
That is so cool. I'm happy for you guys. I'm very happy, you know, and you're just moving right on up, and wow, pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Thank you for the interview. We appreciate you.
You're welcome. Anytime. And you're more than welcome to come back here also.
Cool.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You're welcome. And also feel free to promote, post anything on my page on Front Row Promotions. And yeah, just promote it on there. So next, my last question. I could talk to you guys all night. We're having so much fun. So what advice would you give to someone that's just starting out in this field to do what you do?
Oh, just keep at it. No matter what anybody says. Like Ruby made a good post before. It's not a sport about who finishes first. Everybody's a different musician. Everybody has a different style. Just be yourself and just keep pushing it, you know, until you find the right people. Don't give up, because, you know, if I would have gave up, I never would have found these guys, you know. Just keep pushing it, and, you know, the right thing will happen.
Absolutely.
I would say don't overthink anything. You know,
don't overthink.
Procrastination could be fucking a killer sometimes. And I've seen bands that are so good that are just so lazy, and they just drop. It's crazy. I think that they're overthinking so much. They're nervous about what they want the people to hear instead of just playing what they feel is good and what makes them happy and fun.
Yeah.
I think that a lot of bands need that advice.
Right. Absolutely. Larry, what do
I
you
would
think?
say perseverance. Don't stop. Just keep going. Because I've seen just the opposite. I've seen so many great bands, I mean, talented, great bands break up. For one
Oh,
reason or another, they just quit playing. And it's like, really? All that talent, man, they just quit for one reason or another, whatever it
yeah.
may be. So if you're young and you're just starting out and you want to go all the way, just don't stop. Keep pushing,
Keep
pushing,
going.
pushing.
Absolutely. I like that.
Good
Very good
answer.
answers.
I'd say never give up. No matter who tells you to give up, never give up. I remember in my younger years, I literally had my bass teacher tell me to quit music, and
What?
I'm glad I didn't listen
Wow. Why
because
did she say for you to
So
quit?
rebellious.
he's
Shows what
kind of
he
a dick.
knows.
All right, but I'm glad I didn't listen because I feel like I'm a better musician than he ever gave me credit for,
Wow.
and I've accomplished so much
Glad
in
you
just
didn't
a
listen as
short
well.
amount of time. I'm only in my 20s, and I'm playing with people like twice my age, and I'm really happy about that.
Oh, that's good. That is really
So
good.
never give up, no matter who tells you to give up. Just
Nope,
don't give
don't
up.
listen to them. Follow your heart.
Right.
Follow your passion.
Don't be
Absolutely.
afraid to use your middle finger towards them.
That here you go. I love it.
Keep rocking no matter what.
Yes. Uh-oh, what happened to Dwayne?
Sorry.
His goat tried to eat the phone.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Bucky! Bucky's in the house.
No,
Was
Bucky's
that
not
your
here.
goat?
No, Bucky.
Let's see. So advice. If I had advice for someone doing this, I would say, very similar to everyone's answers. Those are all so valid answers, such don't give up and stuff like that. I would say, don't be afraid to take chances. Don't be afraid to do something that people are like, oh, that ain't gonna work, or people are gonna think that's weird, or you don't want to think too much about what the people think. You don't want that to be the decision, but don't be afraid or let that influence you.
There
Always
you
kind
go.
of be fearless. And in music, you kind of don't know till you try. It's like throwing something against the wall. If it sticks,
Right.
there you go.
Yes.
So, don't be afraid to take chances, and perseverance. Don't give up. Don't listen to bad advice. Because honestly, Colin is a very, very, Colin, I can't believe he told you that. Colin is such a good bass player. It's not even
Yeah, I
funny.
can't believe
It's like,
either, but whatever.
I've been told that too. That you're not that good of a singer. You should quit singing. So people,
Oh,
like you said, you
wow.
just got to give the middle finger sometimes and just keep pushing.
I
That's
don't
right.
even think that I'm that good of a drummer. Okay, I'm just having fun here, you guys. So,
Oh,
yeah,
you're badass.
You're badass.
I love my boys. I love my guys. I love my bandmates so much. It's don't be afraid to take chances. Be fearless.
Go for it, too. Go for it. Don't be afraid, man. Take
Do
it from a
it.
motherfucker that's 100 years old.
Shooting
Do it.
threes, shooting
Do it.
threes
If you're
and
thinking
scoring
about it, you're
touchdowns.
like, man, I would really like to go out on tour. I'd really like to just take a chance and go see what happens. Do it. Go
That's right.
do it. Go do
Fearless.
it.
Be fearless.
I love it. I love it. Well, where could everybody find you? Like on your plug your socials.
Everything.
We have a really cool website that I made.
Awesome.
So how do
We're
you?
on all socials.
What's the
Correct.
link tree? Do you have a link tree address you can give them? Because then they can find everything off of that.
Linktree. Okay.
Yeah.
What's the link tree address? You know that, Colin?
I don't want to get it right now. I can pull it up right now, but I gotta find it.
But you could go to www.projectmayhemad.com.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. Or you can go to Facebook, Project Mayhem AD band page.
Instagram. Yep.
And our link to our website is also on our Facebook, so if you can find us on Facebook, you
Yeah.
can just kind of go from there.
You can find us
You
on
can find us on YouTube.
Burton
You
Call
can find us
Records.
on
CurtainCallRecords.com. If we're on there, yep.
yeah.
Awesome.
All
Spotify.
platforms, I believe. All
YouTube.
platforms we are up on.
YouTube Music, Apple Music, Spotify, Pandora. I distributed it out to anybody that would take it. I put it out to.
That's what you got to do. Put it out
As-
there.
As
Yeah.
long as you can type in Project Mayhem AD, you
Yeah,
should be
right.
good
And
to
if
go.
Yeah, they'll find
And
it
if you're
anywhere.
local, if you go under the Bay Bridge, right on the right-hand side, I got a big red tent. That's that first big red tent. That's me. Go ahead and pop up in there. I usually have 2 liters of soda, some crackers. Come on in. We'll jam.
Sounds good. What do you drink? Coke or Pepsi?
Ooh.
I just wanted
Coke.
Pepsi. That's all I wanted.
Oh.
No one Pepsi. She wouldn't give it to me.
I
No,
like Pepsi.
I like Red Bull a lot. Like I can't help it.
There you go. Oh, it's not good for you, but you know, it has wings.
Yeah.
Make you
But
fly.
I don't drink though. I've never been drunk because I'm half Cherokee, so I've never been drunk.
That's good. That's good. I don't need to drink, but I mean, I drank in my day, but I don't need to anymore. Just don't need to. Yeah, glass of wine every now and again.
Oh,
That'll
yeah, no
be yeah,
matter.
that'll be good.
I'm guilty of the same thing.
Yes, nice glass of wine, red wine. But I have like this red sweet wine. It's called Golly Wobbler. It sounds like something that would be in the Charlie in the Chocolate Factory.
Literally. I thought of a candy
Harry
when you said that.
Golly Wobbler reminded me of like turkeys or something.
Golly Wobbler.
Never
Golly
ending
Wobbler.
Gobstopper.
Oh, my lordy. Well, is there anything you guys anything else you want to say, or anything else you want to reach out to your fans?
No, just
I
say
drink
everybody,
breast milk.
all the fans have been awesome. You know, keep coming out supporting the scene. You've been awesome, Lisa. We appreciate and Front Row
you so much.
Promotion.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely. And you're more than welcome to come back.
My
And-
band is awesome. You guys rock. I love you guys.
Yeah.
I've actually seen the Front Row Promotion. I've seen some pages on multimedia on Facebook. I've seen some Front Row posts.
Yes.
Front Row Promotions.
Yes, I have it on
That's you?
Facebook. Yes, me. Front Row Promotions. Yes, that's
Wow.
me. So
Okay.
post away anything you want to put on there to promote yourself.
Yep.
Awesome.
So all of our flyers and stuff, we should start putting on Front Row Promotions. Yep.
Absolutely, you got it. Yep, just put them on there. I have to approve it because I'm keeping out all the spam and the junk
for
mail.
Sure, for
So
sure.
when I see it come in, you're automatically approved, and then you'll be on.
Thank you very much.
And you're welcome.
Awesome. Very cool.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, thank you again for coming to Front Row Promotions. As
Thank
I
you
like
for
to
having
say in my closing, support live music, support music in the making, support music everywhere. They need you. They need us to support them. We love you guys. So thank you again, Project Mayhem AD, for coming to Front Row Promotions. And
Thanks for having us.
You're
Thank you.
welcome. You're welcome. And we'll be
Appreciate it.
glad to have you back. Have a
you.
good night. Thank you for
Thank you so
joining.
much.
You too.
Good night.
Thank
Take
you.
care, Lisa.
All right. Bye-bye now.
Bye.
Front Row Promotions, supporting and promoting musicians around the globe.